So let's look at this equation. The smallest integer n such that n cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28 greater than 0. We have to figure out the smallest integer n such that this inequality is satisfied. Now, I'm giving you a short tip. If there is a cubic equation in any examination question that you see, try out these 7 integers and they might give you a first root of this equation so that you can get a quadratic equation after that and the question can be solved easily. Okay, if this is not the case, just look at this question. You will know how important this is. Okay, let's put 0 in here. This all three terms will go 0 and this will become minus 28, which is not equal to 0, hence 0 is not a root. Let's check plus 1. So 1 minus 11 plus 32 minus 28. So this becomes 4 and minus 6 is not equal to 0, hence 1 is also not a root. Let's check minus 1. Minus 1, so this becomes minus 1, this becomes minus 11, this becomes minus 32 and minus 28. All of them are minus, so the sum will not be equal to 0, hence 1 is also minus 1 is also not a root. Let's check 2. For 2, 2 cube is 8, 2 square is 40 minus 44 plus 2 32s are 64 minus 28. So this gives me plus 20, this gives me minus 20. Yes, so now we got a root. So 2 is a root. Now as we can see that 2 satisfies this equation, hence n minus 2 is a root. Now how to get this equation? The equation, I'll write this equation down. Okay, n cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28. Now I have to get this from multiplication of n minus 2 into something. What that something is, I'll figure out. Okay, how to figure that out? Now the first term you can look is n cube. Is there anything here? No. So I just need to multiply this n with n square, right? So it becomes n cube. What do we get? Minus 2n square as well. How much more do we need? We need minus 9n square as well. So to multiply, to get n minus 9n square, I need to multiply n with 9n, and in terms of sign it would be minus. So I write minus 9n. So I got my minus 9n square. Now what did I get extra? Plus 18n. What extra do I need? Plus 49 I need. So if I write plus 14 here, I'll get 14n. This is also done, and in the end I get 14 into 2 28. So this is satisfied. I got my equation what I needed to get, right? So n minus 2 is a factorial, and n square minus n 9n plus 14 is also a factor of this big equation, right? I got one factor. Now what, it's easy to progress from this point. I just need to factorize this quadratic equation. 14 into 1 is 14. I need 9, so 7 2s are, I get 7 into 9, so I get n square minus 7n minus 2n plus 14. N common, n minus 7, minus 2 common, n minus 7. I get n minus 2 from here, I get n minus 2 from here, and I get n minus 7. Now one more concept that I would like to discuss here is the graphs. This is my Cartesian coordinate system. Let's say this is my y-axis and this is x-axis. Okay, one root is 2, one root is 7, and third root is also again 2. So what happens is, basically when in a quadratic equation there are same roots, what happens is the graph just touches that point on x-axis and goes back, right? So for cubic equation this should be the case, right? This should be the case for cubic equations, but we know for a fact that it crosses 7, right? So the graph would look a little bit like this. So this is my n cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28, right? What do we need to know? We need to know greater than 0, right? the smallest integer n such that this equation is greater than 0. You can see that at 7 is the point where this entire function becomes positive, right? This is the point where it is 0. This is a root of the equation. Hence, the smallest integer would be the next integer on this graph where it is positive is 8. So this is how you get the answer for this question 8. Now I understand that this has been a difficult question in terms of the process, but if you have the graph fundamentals and if you have this short technique to figure out one root of that cubic equation, then things get much easier. Okay, I hope you like this and I'll see you in the next one.